5-47. The defense was solid in the matchup. The Eagles basically were held to 38% shooting. The Falcons forced 18 turnovers on 13 steals and out-rebounded them 31-14. Isaiah Wilks was dynamic in that game, Gary, leading the way with 26 points. Tonight, the Falcons are taking on the Class 3A number 3 ranked team in the Crooked Oak Roughnecks. They entered tonight's contest undefeated, 5-0. Last week, they won 3 straight games at the Jim Elliott Classic tournament played at Christian Heritage last week, with the average margin of victory in that tournament last week by 31 points.
Woo!
This team can score, and they're fully capable of a deep run in the state championship this year. The Roughnecks have been there since head coach Chase McCaskill has done it. But an Achilles heel for this team has been the Falcons. In 2023, they lost to the Falcons in the opening of the area round last year in the playoffs, 63-49. They were eventually knocked out by Kellyville in the area round. But in 2022, the one that everybody still remembers probably more than anything, they lost to Millwood 83-50 in the second round of the state tournament that year. But before that, Crooked Oak has been in the playoffs in 2021, lost an area, but this whole march began for them in 2020 when they lost in regional. So they've been building, but a team that continues to get in their way, Gary, is the Millwood Falcons.
Yep.
So the Falcons, Dorian Williams team, of course, tonight, still ranked number 1 in Class 3A, so this is a ranked match tonight. There's going to be a lot of energy as we're seeing the building fill up tonight. Going to be a lot of energy tonight, but this is a litmus test. This game won't decide postseason play at all.
No.
But this game will be one that we will see, because likely, with Crooked Oak being highly ranked as they are, likely you're going to see them again at some point during the state championship run.
You sure will.
So Coach Dorian Williams is going to have to unpack the defense early. The one thing the Falcons have failed to do early in this season is engage the defense that they play at the end of the games at the beginning of the game. Now, again, we're being critical, but it's only 3-4 games into the season. So they're going to have a chance to improve upon that, but they got to do better at making their free throws.
Yes.
I mean, just like the temperature's been up and down, today beautiful, tomorrow cold, wherever coach you can find, the free throw shooting's been that way.
Such as the free throw shooting.
And then finally, offensive rhythm. When this team leads with their defense, they find offense easily.
Yep.
But when the other team stops that, they've got to find a way, Gary, to grind things and get into an offensive flow. They have not consistently done that. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods here. Gary, what you got?
Man, I tell you what, this is actually a good game, a good matchup, so that, the Falcons can kind of start balancing that aggressive physical play of having to play up 5A, 6A type programs with, okay, here's someone who is in our class, someone that as long as we're both successful, we're going to probably end up running into each other. The path to the state, I want to say this to be totally honest, but the path of success is going to run through the better teams. Crooked Oak is one of those programs. So I'm excited to see how things happen, particularly down on the block between the big men. And then also, too, see how, from a coaching standpoint, these two coaching staffs match up and on their way to see who comes out of tonight a winner.
Now, substitutions are already starting lineups are being read right now. We'll confirm it right now. And there's one change from last week's starting lineup for the Falcons, and we'll get to that in just a second here on that as soon as we get the starters now for Crooked Oak.
Oh, they're going to drop the lights on us.
So the lights are dropped out as they list off the Crooked Oak starters.
This is it. They're going to set the stage tonight with the spotlight. Look at them. Okay.
They'll turn the lights out and get the fans down on the floor and allow them to get all the love that they can get.
If you're close by and want to see this thing live and in person, it would definitely be worth the drive.
So number 11 getting his number called first, and of course that is Jordan Martinez. Number 13, Jamal Morris, getting his number called. And one other thing that's impressive about this Crooked Oak team is their size.
Yes, they are tall.
And the matchup Gary was talking about was by this guy who's coming down the line right now. Number 3, Alvin Dorsey. This kid is 6'8". One of the best players on this team. Number 4, Trey Martinez. Number 15, Elijah Garcia. And if I'm not mistaken, Garcia is the sharpshooter for this team during warm-ups. You know how you shoot the ball around the perimeter? Garcia went on a run, Gary, where he made 10 threes in a row before anybody else got a chance to get the rebound.
Yep. Starting lineup for the Falcons tonight. Starting at guard, number 2, Isaiah Wilks. Starting at guard, number 3, Amari Barrett. Starting at guard, number 5, Chris Clay. Starting at center, number 24, Corey Holman. And starting at power forward, number
23.
Number 23, Jonathan Van Buren.
He's returning back to the starting lineup.
Yeah,
and again,
he didn't
Dorian Williams has so many tools in the tool chest that he can look for various different lineups. And last time against, when they were playing against Harding Charter Prep, he chose to attack them by their defensive paralysis. He went with Goins in that game. Now in this time, he's going with Van Buren. Over to Wilks, and here we go. Falcons control the tip, and we're set to go. Chris Clay up top. And again, man-to-man defense being played. If this was a game who needed to win it more, Crooked Oak would be in that category. The Falcons just need to execute and show who they are. Down the lane, kick to the corner. Van Buren drives in the lane.
He get called for steps.
And they're going to get steps that time on Amari Barrett. And given that the other choice could have been possibly a foul, I'd rather take the turnover in that case. So now going to work right now. Going to inbound the ball is Elijah Garcia. Working the ball around the top, Trey Martinez. Martinez off the screen. Amari Barrett picks him up. Looking for space to drive from the elbow. Cross-court pass. Ball in the hands now of Garcia. Dorsey, double team. He has to kick it out. Wide open shot now from Morris. He can't get it to fall. Tip controlled by...
Reaction a little slow.
Charge. On the other end, offensive foul charge going to be called there. Nice job. Foul's going to be called against number 13, Jamal Morris. So nice job by Corey Holman.
Hey, so we got a kid named Jordan Martinez. Don't make fun of me when I say Jordan in the game today.
Ball in the hands of Holman. Back to Chris Clay. Clay needs to get across the timeline. A few seconds left. Going to be a turnover.
Pass by Clay.
Martinez with the steal. Moving the ball up top and moving it around. Ball in the hands now, looking for space to operate. Driving the lane goes Garcia. Kicks it back out to Martinez. Martinez hands off. Martinez with the steady dribble. And they're going to catch him with the carry. Again, I never quite palming the ball. I'm not really a fan of those calls. I understand that they happen, but in the modern game with the stutter step and all that, it's again in the eyes of the beholder, which is the official.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think that we travel and carry the ball too much, and it's because of one player in the NBA, and his name is James Harden.
Well, it's not just him. I think I don't think James Harden is the poster child for walks in the NBA. I think that, unfortunately, as much I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, that's LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Yep. Amari Barrett with the miss there. Rebound by Crooked Oak, and here they go to work now. Ball up top, Trey Martinez.
Falcons in man-to-man defense.
So Martinez back up top to Elijah Garcia. Garcia tries to drive the lane. Shot from the wing, shot no good. Rebound controlled. And then a three-point shot on the answer there. Looks like that one was knocked down by number 13 there, Jamal Morris.
It was Elijah Garcia.
Okay, Elijah Garcia knocked down the three that time. And Crooked Oak jumps up by that margin. Amari Barrett swings it over. Van Buren. Isaiah Wilks tries to answer with the three. Shot no good there for Wilks. Oh, and on the other end, the runner. Shot no good. Rebound by Van Buren. Van Buren's going to push the ball into the lane. And they're going to call him for steps.
They call him for travel. Wow. Hey, that was a good defensive play by Alvin Dorsey. Got hustled up court, got himself in position.
It's going to work right now. Ball in the hands. Steady dribble by Trey Martinez. Across the timeline goes Trey looking for space. Chris Clay smothering him like some mashed potatoes. Going up top. Trey. Get the ball inside to Dorsey.
Yeah.
And his foul's going to be called on the block against Corey.
Yeah, he brought his hands in. The key to defending on the block is the work that you get early, right? Before the ball rotates around towards the block, you want to make sure that the pushing and the shoving happens when the ball's away. You don't want that pushing and shoving happening when the ball rotates towards the block. You got to get your hands up.
Ball on the wing. Holman steps out. Ball in the hands now.
We got a mismatch down in the low post.
Back against Morris. Morris tries to
rebound Holman. Good defense down in the block by Holman.
So ball in the hands of Van Buren. Van Buren stutter steps. Kick it.
That's a good shot right there.
Barrett.
But he traveled. He thought about it.
So Barrett, they're going to catch it. I mean, today, this game, the Falcons are going to have to adjust. They're being tight on the feet and tight on the carrying right now.
Yep.
So head coach McCaskill, ball's going to be kicked by Lamari Barrett. Now, you talk about Chase McCaskill, right? One of the, I want to say, more underrated coaches in high school hoops because he just continues to have well-coached teams.
Yes.
They execute.
Yes.
So, I mean, he does well with the talent that he has. The Falcons unleash a half-court trap. Ball in the hands of Elijah Garcia. He pulls up for a long-range two. Ball's going to be deflected. Rebound pulled down by Isaiah Wilks. Wilks tries to finish with the layup.
My God.
What a reverse. Kind of a scoop shot, not a reverse, but a scoop shot off the glass. I can't even describe it because he held it in the air so long.
Yeah, that was a very, very athletic play by that young man.
Ball inside the free throw line. The jumper is nice there by Jamal Morris, who knocks down the two. Roughnecks up by 3. Van Buren across the timeline now. Ball back in the hands of Holman. Amari Barrett on the right wing.
Good defense. The Roughnecks are playing very good defense.
Okay, trying to work the ball around a little bit. Amari Barrett finds some space to operate. Shots no good. Rebound, and on the other end goes Dorsey, and they're going to call offensive foul against Dorsey. Nice job by Wilks getting down. One thing I notice here, Crooked Oak does not have the what you call that circle underneath the goal there.
Yeah.
So, but that was nice placement by Isaiah Wilks.
Yeah.
That charge circle, that's usually right there. Foul situation 2-1 right now. Crooked Oak has it. Van Buren has it. Full court trap being unleashed by the Roughnecks.
Oh my God.
Holman almost gets called for steps.
Yeah, he did.
Amari Barrett has to go up high to get the pass. Turns and fires. Barrett now has it. They reset. 3:22 to go in the first. 5-2 is the score.
Crooked Oak is very good. You can tell they've been well coached. Very good at the spacing.
Into the lane.
Move by Van Buren.
Van Buren drives the baseline and scores. That time, Dorsey did not want to pick up foul number 2. Across the timeline, Falcons in man-to-man defense right now. Ball in the hands now. Driving in the lane.
Yep, that's
offensive foul again.
Great job by Holman.
Against Elijah Garcia, who drive the lane as Holman drew his second charge of the first.
That's his first charge.
No, it's his second. No, that's the second charge Holman has taken. 5-4. Ball in the hands of Elijah Wilks. Chris Clay steps into a three-point shot.
Rims
shot
out.
No good. Rebound by Holman.
Great defensive position by Crooked Oak. Wow.
So they're rotating. Amari Barrett ball fakes, drives inside with the push shot. Shot no good.
Very uncomfortable with that mid-range jumper.
Into the lane goes Morris. Morris pulls it back out on the left wing. Morris dances. Handoff off top to Elijah Garcia.
5-4, Crooked Oak is leading. 2:15.
Van Buren steps out on him. Gets a screen from Dorsey. He steps through. Garcia into the lane, gets it down to Dorsey. That's going to be pinned on the glass by Van Buren.
That was Barrett.
So still multiple defenders before Moore still gets it. Ball's rolling around and before they finally get it down. Crowd's going crazy in here. Contact, no foul on the other end.
Hey, Crooked Oak has numbers.
So everybody backs up. Going to swing it back over to Garcia.
Minute 40.
Elijah Wilks hustles back down. Ball in the hands of Dorsey at the elbow. Spins, moves, drops it down to Morris, who cuts to the glass, draws contact, is going to score it. 4 consecutive points by Morris.
Yep, Morris did a great job of getting Barrett up in the air, then came in underneath him, drew the foul. 9-4, Crooked Oak leads.
So coming out of the game now will be Van Buren. And into the game enters Brandon Goins, who let the braids go, folks.
From the back, you know, he and Barrett, they look just alike. They're both around the same height. He's got that long hair.
So Dorsey checks out of the game. Yes, he does.
So forgive us if we screw up.
Kellen Fields now checks in the game right now. Morris knocks down the free throws.
10-4, Roughnecks lead.
So the ball in the hands of Van Buren. He gets across the timeline. Goins steps in the game, fires the three. Shot no good. Rebound by Barrett. Barrett goes up high and throws it off the glass.
Timeout, Falcons.
So Falcons cut the lead down to 4. Timeout has been called on the floor here by the Falcons with 1:11 to go. Team foul situation has been, overall pretty impressive when you look at how the team has really performed overall, Gary.
Yeah.
Especially on Crooked Oak. So now the Falcons, you have to understand you're in a hostile environment.
Yep.
This is one of many the Falcons will see over the course of the year.
Yep.
And this is a team that they're going to have to raise their level to.
Yes, they are. The fundamentals are going to be extremely important. I can tell immediately by the way Crooked Oaks plays defense. They don't get out of position. They do a great job of jamming the paint. They block out very well. So again, the Falcons are going to have to match their intensity with technique and overcome, what Crooked Oak is doing. They clearly have a game plan for the Falcons tonight.
So ball in the hands, numbers, and Morris into the lane gets the easy two.
I mean, they busted that press with ease. Turnover. Crooked Oak gets the steal.
Into the lane goes Morris. Morris has 6 in the quarter. Yep. Nice pass inside to Fields. Fields tries to finish.
Barrett.
Barrett gets the block. 3-point shot attempt is no good there.
Goins
on the other end.
Up. He gets fouled.
Isaiah Wilks came up with the rebound. He threw it up to Goins. Goins is going to go to the free throw line. 12-6 is the score. So 2 shots coming for Goins. So Goins step up to the free throw line. Front rims that first one.
Just needs a little bit more follow through. Doesn't need to make any real adjustments. Needs to use his legs a little bit, come to his toes, and really follow through with that shooting hand.
34-point
A little bit too strong back rims.
Rebound, Crooked Oak. Bringing the ball up is Trey Martinez. Trey Martinez.
Yep.
Standing on the logo. Yep. 19. Goins picks him up.
Yep. He needs to separate a little bit, use his angles.
Martinez gets into the lane.
By Barrett. They're going to make a call. They're going to call foul on Goins.
So the foul's going to be called on Goins. So team foul number 3 for the Falcons. So to the free throw line goes Trey Martinez. 6-point advantage thus far for Crooked Oak. And Crooked Oak, as you said, Gary, we've said it multiple times. They've unpacked the defense tonight and really hustled back, taken away the easy driving lanes that the Falcons can normally find.
Well, they probably have seen the film just like we have, and they've looked at the three-point shooting percentages, and so they just decided, hey, you know what? We're going to be disciplined in our defense. We're going to stay in this zone. We're going to pack the lane. And we're gonna make Millwood earn it from the outside.
And into the lane, got to throw it up. Van Buren's got to get to the timeline. He does. 3 seconds on the clock. 1, and as time expires, Van Buren was not able to knock the shot down. So as it expires at the end of the quarter, it is 13-6. What's been the most impressive thing about Crooked Oak overall, Gary?
Crooked Oak has done a very good job of attacking the boards. They've done a very good job of being in position defensively, only allowing Millwood to get that one shot off. So if it's not the best look, they're going to rebound the ball and push it right back up court. And then offensively, I don't know what the offensive rebounds look like, but it definitely appears that they're a lot more patient offensively, pressing the ball a little bit, getting into the paint and shooting a little bit higher percentage there from the field.
All right, Crooked Oak in the first shot, 5 of 12 overall, 42%, 4 of 9 from twos, 44%, 1 of 3 from threes. For the Falcons, overall shooting 3 of 10, 30%, 0 of 3 from 3, 3 of 7 from twos, 43%. So you talk about rebounding, both teams, Crooked Oak has 7 rebounds, Falcons have 6. Offensive rebounds, both teams have 2 apiece. Back to live action now. And Trey Martinez is going to catch it right here, bring it across the timeline. Ball back in the hands of Garcia. Garcia drives in the lane, loses it. Back up top to Fields. Cross court over to Morris. Morris backs up. Mari Barrett steps out on him. Morris tries to get in the lane, spin, move, drive to the basket, and scores.
Nicely done by Morris, man. He just dealed, and you sure he's not the D1 kid?
Going to work right now. Ball's tapped out. Tapped out. And Morris is having a heck of a first half. He's got 10 of the team's 15 points.
Yep. Mark Presley checks into the game for the Falcons.
So Presley comes in for Van Buren. Ball on the left wing. Amari Barrett steps into a three-point shot. Shot no good. Ball's going to be tapped out of bounds, and it looks like it will be Roughneck ball. Barrett shot that three, and that to me was a heat check shot.
Yep.
Barrett only has 2 points in the game. Wilks only has 2 points in the game. And so that lets you know if the Falcons have 6. Falcons have yet to take the cap off the top of the offense. Fields.
Yeah, the Falcons are at their best when they're attacking the rim.
Inside the lane, going to kick it outside. Up fake by Trey Martinez. Going to swing it cross court over to Jordan Martinez. Jordan Martinez behind the back dribble with Christopher Clay covering him. Handoff to Fields. Swing it over to Morris.
Yep.
Inside the lane, try to get it to Fields, cut into the basket, wasn't able to get him there.
Yeah. Right now, Crooked Oak has transitioned over to a read and react style offense.
So the Falcons have an opportunity here Isaiah Wilks catches the ball on the inbound. Swing it over to Presley. Presley dumps it over to Clay. Clay fires a three. Clay can't get it to fall.
Followed by
Barrett gets the rebound and puts it in. Falcons cut the lead down to 7. Double team off the spin move. Ball to Presley comes up with the steal. Goes to the basket. He can't finish. Barrett can't finish. Barrett double tap.
Golly.
No one took the time.
Got it.
So the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it looks like it will be. The officials can't convert here. They're going to talk.
Falcon fans think that they have it.
So the official jumped on the scorer's table to get out of the way of the ball.
They're going to say it's Roughnecks basketball.
All right. So going back to work or substitution, getting ready to come in the game. So Fields comes out, and Breon Ballard comes in the game. Presley.
They're going to call a hold. They're going to call a hold on Barrett. He was holding.
So they're going to call it on Goins, you mean? You said you was going to
Goins. Yeah, I messed it up. Yeah, I thought it was Barrett.
So Barrett is out of the game right now, as Van Buren has come back in. Team foul, one team foul for the Falcons right now. Driving into the lane. We're going to catch Mark Presley trying to knock that ball loose.
Yep.
Team foul number 2. So Mark Presley's picked up his first foul. So out of the game goes Goins. Into the game comes in Josiah Mays. And the Falcons definitely need to impact the defense. Somebody needs to do a job of identifying Morris, who's had an unbelievable first half. Driving the lane, scoop shot off the glass. The ball's going to careen out of bounds, and it will be Roughneck basketball.
I mean, Mo, is it me, or does it seem like the Falcons is having a hard time handling those loose balls?
Tonight, yes.
Yeah.
And they're going to call a 5-second call, and it will be Falcon basketball. One of the few mistakes that Crooked Oak has made in this game. Van Buren. Trap. Josiah Mays now has it over to Chris Clay. Chris Clay looks at it. Decides to pull it down, swings it out to Isaiah Wilks. Falcons unable just to get an easy basket right now. Van Buren looks at a three, spots the three, knocks it down. Off the Isaiah Wilks assist.
15-11.
Ball in the hands now. Morris drives into the lane. Nobody
stops the ball at all.
Morris drives down there. And Mark Presley, as Isaiah Wilks puts too much pepper on that, trying to get the get back on that following play. And that's not what you need.
But it was way
I mean, the Falcons do have the lead down to 6 thanks to the Van Buren shot.
Right.
But Morris has 12 first half points. The young man has just been sensational, finding a way to get into the lane. Ball off the leg.
Turnover
of Trey Martinez that time. And right now, the Falcons trying to cash in. Amari Barrett has now returned to the game.
Whoa, nice shot by Wilks.
Wilks knocks down the shot.
The three. 17-14.
Wilks knocks down the three off the Amari Barrett assist, and it's a three-point game. The Falcons have managed to find a way to slow it down.
Yeah, calling hand check on Wilks.
So Wilks picks up his first foul of the game. Now the Falcons have 3 team fouls this period or quarter. So trying to find some way to get some things done. Ball in the hands now Crooked Oak trying to get the ball inbound, and they do. Trey Martinez now has it. Falcons getting into the lead. And Presley's going to get called for push in the back.
Yeah.
Team foul number 4. Mark Presley's second foul. So Presley chums out of the game now. And now we get to see Isaiah Wilson come in a little bit. The Falcons are going.
Yeah, Mays and Wilson are in the game now.
Yeah, so the Falcons, Coach Dorian Williams has elected to go with a little bit more coverage with guard play in the game right now. We'll see if he maintains that when Roughneck Alvin Dorsey gets back in the game. Ball up top. Ball over to Morris. Josiah Mays steps out on Martinez. Garcia has it on the left wing. Amari Barrett stepping out on him. Barrett trying to force him. Gets the ball in the hands of Morris. He backs it up. Resets. Morris back to Garcia.
Oh, that was a walk.
Garcia back up top to Morris. Garcia fires a deep three. Shot no good. Rebound by Trey Martinez. Ball's going to be knocked loose. Van Buren's going to end up with the steal. Amari Barrett tries to kiss it off the glass too hard. Rebound pulled down by Crooked Oak.
Yep, Morris on the rebound.
Maintaining a 3-point lead. Garcia, Falcons run it
open. Oh, they missed it.
Down to Morris. Fade away with the 2. He can't get the shot to fall this time. Rebound by Mays. Mays into the lane. Nice strip by Garcia.
Loose ball.
Rolling around on the ground. And somehow Trey Martinez ends up getting it to Garcia. Garcia into the lane to Morris. Morris against the glass and drops it in. Morris has just got that knack, folks.
Yes,
he knows where to be around the goal. Isaiah Wilks comes back on the other side and tells the car to be quiet.
19-17. Crooked Oak leads. Falcons are climbing
2-point margin. Morris has been the star. Isaiah Wilks says, I'm a star too. He's got 8. Trey Martinez in the corner. Wilks covering him. He drives to the lane. Throws it up high. Garcia gets the rebound up to Morris, who lines up a 3 of his own and drops it in.
He's insane. He's on fire. 22-17.
2:10 to go.
You cannot leave that young man uncovered. He is hot right now.
Ball in the hands of Isaiah Wilson. And Wilks gets it in the hands of Van Buren. Van Buren drives in the lane, goes to the basket strong, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Amari Barrett. Barrett goes to the lane and scores.
Good. Nice putback by Barrett. That's definitely something the Falcons needed to stop some of this momentum of the Roughnecks.
So I don't know what the stoppage was for. No foul was called.
I didn't see no foul call. 1:51 remaining in the second period.
So substitutions coming in. So
massive substitutions. Beeren checks in for Van Buren.
And also Javier Richards is in.
Richards is in, yeah. Richards comes in for Mays.
So 22-19, back to live action now. Morris is about to throw it in. Taps it into Trey Martinez. Bounce pass over to Garcia, back up top to Morris. Morris has too much airspace. Now he's likely not going to shoot it from there, but
no, but if he can work it in, he's definitely going to take the shot.
Alvin Dorsey has returned to the game as well for Crooked Oak. Bivens is trying to cover him on the box. Ball in the hands now. Now Coach McCaskill is telling his team to hold out. Slow it down. Trey Martinez backs it up. Barrett willing to let him stand and hold. It's a 22-19 game.
I would step out and press him a little bit. They're just going to work the clock down for 1.
So again, Coach Dorian Williams is telling the team just to hold your position. He's not interested in them pressing. So here we go. Clock, steady run. So now the thundering roar of the Roughnecks. So now offense starts to go into motion here. Here we go with 26 seconds on the clock. Now Barrett stepping out now on Trey Martinez. Falcons.
They're setting up the ISO, weak side to the right.
So Trey Martinez is covering.
There
Amari
it is,
Barrett
going
stepping
back
out on
to the
him.
right.
He has to back it out with 10 seconds on the clock. Standing on the logo. Trey looking for space. Going to throw it to the corner to Garcia. Inside to Dorsey. Swings it back up top to Garcia. Garcia lets it fly for deep. Shot will not fall. And nice defense as Isaiah Wilson gets the missed shot at the end of the first half.
22-19.
22-19. We'll take a 5-minute break. We'll be back, break down the stats, talk about the adjustments and what we've seen in the first half of this one. You're listening to Millwood Falcon basketball, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony and the Millwood Enrichment Foundation.
It's a good one.
Welcome back to the Millwood Enrichment Foundation Halftime Report. Millwood Enrichment Foundation is raising $35,000 this year to help take care of its teachers and scholarships for its students. You can make a positive donation today by opening up your Cash App right now. $ Millwood Enrich OKC. That's $ Millwood Enrich OKC. Gary, the overall half that we saw here from the Falcons was really predicated on just how solid the Crooked Oak defense was.
Yeah, actually it was. I mean, right now the Falcons are not comfortable. They have not settled in to what they like to do offensively, and Crooked Oak has a lot to do with that. I can tell you that young man, Jamel Morris, he is having a night so far, probably scoring the majority of the points for the Roughnecks.
He is. I almost lost track. I lost track at 12, so I think he might even have more than that.
Well, the thing that's impressive to me is that right now the Falcons haven't figured out an answer for him yet.
Right. And again, everybody wants to answer, and so inside the number, there is one number that is keeping the Falcons in this game. Mm-hmm. So the Falcons shot 8 of 22 in the first half, 36%, 3 of 8 from 3, 38%. So you're shooting in the mid 30s, which means you have to have rebounds. You got to win that category. Yep. The Falcons are +3 against Crooked Oak, 12-9 in that category. As far as Crooked Oak's concerned, they're shooting 9 of 19 in the game overall, 47%. Yep. Their quality of shots that they're getting at the twos is dictating that. They're 2 of 5 from 3, 40%. Turnovers, Falcons have 2 more, 6-4 against them. So Falcons are +2 in turnovers, and that also is which has allowed Crooked Oak to stay in the lead. Assists, Crooked Oak has 5 assists to the Falcons 2. A lot of ISO, try to shoot the ball, not enough movement. Falcons, this is another one that you're going to like. The Falcons haven't been to the free throw line haven't made a free throw, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Crooked Oak 2 of 3, 67%.
Yeah.
Isaiah Wilks' 8 points in the first half and 2 rebounds has really been the factor that's kept the team holding on. But what this tells me here is, Coach McCaskill showed me something when he decided to stop all action with about 90 seconds left to go at the end of the first half and decided to allow his team to play for one shot.
Yeah.
And Dorian Williams elected to let him get that there.
Yep.
You can't do that in the second half of this game if you're trying to win it.
No.
But what do you think about the coaching match there between Dorian Williams and Coach McCaskill?
Very, 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 right now in the first half, very even. Very, very even. Again, it's all about adjustments, right? And adjustments on the fly. And so I'm seeing in terms of, you're talking about strategy in game, that's one issue, but preparation is the other. Again, I am impressed with what the Crooked Oak coaching staff is doing to help keep the Falcons uncomfortable. And then at the same time, I can see that Coach Williams, Dorian, is doing a good job of trying to do whatever is necessary to try to help his team establish a rhythm. And he did it enough to get back in the game. Here's the thing I want to ask you about, Maurice. What was the attempt differential between the two teams?
Okay, in the first half, Crooked Oak attempted 19 field goals.
Yep. The
Falcons attempted 22.
Okay.
So, but the interesting thing about the Falcons is only 3 Falcons have scored tonight.
Yep.
Van Beeren, Barrett, and Isaiah Wilks.
So the difference in the game is really more about efficiencies.
Yes.
Because the Falcons have taken more shots, but Crooked Oak is leading them by 3.
Well, no, you said efficiency.
Efficiency.
Quality of shots.
Yes.
Jamel Morris has had point-blank shots at the rim. I mean, high percentage shots. And then when it comes to effort, they've put forth more effort to get those easy shots.
Yeah, they're being more patient about it.
So in that particular angle, the Falcons are not clearing the glass.
No.
So when you start talking about, even though both teams only have 2 offensive rebounds each, those are huge factors when you look at the numbers on how that actually affects the game. So starting the second half of this game, we're back with Chris Clay, Isaiah Wilks, Amari Barrett,
Van Beeren,
and Coleman, and Holman on the floor right now. Shot by Wilks is no good. Rebound by Van Beeren. Can't get it to fall. Nobody
Oh,
can
my
get it to
God.
fall.
See, that's-
Multiple touches.
That's what I mean by efficiency right there. 3 attempts underneath the basket, you can't get the bunny.
So
That should have been an easy 2.
So Wilks missed the 3. Barrett couldn't get the shot to fall. And eventually the ball falls in the hands of the Roughnecks, up by 3. Ball on the right wing. Falcons going to have to get it done on the defensive side of the floor right now. Back on the floor for Crooked Oak. You got Morris, Garcia, both Martinez's, and they're going to they're going to catch a 5-second call there.
Yep.
So they're checking for a possible wet spot on the floor right now. 22-19. Van Buren's going to get the ball in, and somehow it ends up in the hands of Chris Clay. Chris Clay's looking for some space to operate. Goes it back up top. Can't get it. Should have been a foul there. No foul. Call no foul. Everybody going after the ball. Into the lane goes Barrett. Barrett up and under.
Yeah, nice move by Barrett.
Barrett's best move of the game pulls the Falcons within 1. Pass up to Morris. Over to Trey Martinez. Martinez bounce pass. Wide open shot. Bounce pass into Martinez. Tries to finish underneath.
Rebound, Van Buren.
Going to be a steal by Van Buren. Ball's going to be knocked out. And Van Buren gets a 5 from Coach Dorian. But nice job on that play that time. They're giving Amari Barrett a chance to adjust his shoe. The officials are being nice. So Barrett's ready to go.
22-21.
Falcons can take the lead on this possession. Throwing it in. Van Buren inside to Chris Clay. He
wasn't ready for it. Hit him right in the hands.
Going to be a steal by Dorsey.
We got a hurt player.
And on the other end, Trey Martinez slow getting up.
Yeah, he's limping a little bit. He's grabbing his ankle. He's going to come out.
So Trey Martinez comes out and now entering the game now.
Jaden Dixon.
Dixon inbounds the ball now to Elijah Garcia. Dixon. Cross court over. Christopher Clay thought about going for it.
Yeah, he did.
Bounce pass. Garcia into the lane. Ball's deflected by Van Buren.
On it.
Van Buren doing a great job of putting his hands in the passing lanes. Falcons still down 1. 6:15 to go in the third. Garcia kicks it out. Back in the hands of Morris.
Oh, they want the switch now.
Morris drives in the lane, is going to lose it. Van Buren with another steal. Van Buren doing all the X factor plays. Into the lane, he's going to lose it.
Yeah, he lost it.
Up. And on the other end, guess who?
Morris.
Goes by Morris. Beat to the lane, and he scores the basket, putting them back up by 3.
Is this timeout, Crooked Oak?
Yeah, there's a 30-second timeout here. Looks like it's timeout by Crooked Oak here, who called this time. So 5:47 to go in the third. And Gary, a frantic start to the third quarter. It looked like the Falcons were ready to hamper down right now, but the Falcons, 1 of 5 shooting so far in the second half of this one. Crooked Oak has only made 1 field goal on 1 attempt thus far, but you got to say if you're the Falcons, again, we haven't been able to get everything to bounce our way tonight, hasn't been able to find things to go. So when you're not getting Lady Luck to do your work, you got to go and find her and court her to do the things you need her to do here, so that way you can get an easier situation.
That's right. That's right. Lady Luck, what did it say? That the luck,
you make your own luck.
Yeah, honors the brave.
Great line. Clay back in the hands of Holman. Holman's got to throw it ahead. Standing at the half-court line. Christopher Clay just gets across the timeline. Van Buren looks at the 3, drives inside, and wisely pulls up for the 2. He can't get it. Holman tries to get it stripped down low. Into the lane, hand straight up, and what a shot that time by Dixon. And Dixon had to talk about it.
Clay should attack.
Clay goes to the lane, tries to get it off the glass. He can't get it to fall. Rebound,
overshooting. A lot of overshooting by the Falcons.
Into the lane, pulls up by Garcia. He can't get it to fall.
Rebound.
Falcons push it to the front court. 1-on-4. Barrett goes to the basket and draws the foul and will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, now we got two players laying down on the ground here.
Barrett's just winded. He'll be all right.
All right.
And as far as Garcia goes, he is not leaving the game for anything either.
They said they just needed a moment.
Yeah, just need to stop the action for just 2 seconds.
Let me catch my breath. Hold on.
So somebody needs a towel. So the officials are trying to dry up any moisture that's on the court right now. It looks like we're going to get substitutions into the game here in just a moment here, but right now, Amari Barrett's going to go to the free throw line. And tonight, Barrett's been the Falcon high scorer, but it has not been an efficient night for Barrett. So Barrett's got to find a way to get things going in the Falcons' direction right now. First shot by Barrett is no good.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, that free throw line is something else, isn't it?
Well, this is only their second time at the free throw line, and they have yet to hit one.
Yeah. Okay.
So Barrett gets on his toes that time and cuts it down to a 4-point advantage. So now, trying to get a grip on who's in the game. So Van Buren's in the game. So Holman comes out. Javier Richards is in the game. And so is Mark Presley. So on the other end, great defense being played by the Falcons. Going to throw it ahead. Isaiah Wilks with the steal. Goes to the lane. He gets the steal and the deal, but that was all set up by Amari Barrett.
Yeah, 24-26. But guess what? Crooked Oak hustles back. Presley's going to get called for the foul.
So 2-point game again. Ball is deflected out of bounds, and now Javier Richards needs to tie his shoe real quick.
Jordan Hammonds is checking into the game for Mark Presley.
So going to work right now. So again, the officials are are clarifying about some issues that are on.
Yeah, they're gonna need a mop.
All right, so there's going to be an official timeout here right now, because undoubtedly there is some substance on the floor the officials are not happy with, and player safety is a major concern. But back to what we were talking about, Gary. You know, the Falcons have made the push, but they cannot seem to break the seal on tying the game and getting the lead. As far as it goes, we didn't talk about this. At the end of the first quarter, Crooked Oak outscored the Falcons 13-6. The Falcons outscored them 13-9 going into the first half. Second half here, off in the third, right now it's 5-4. The Falcons outscoring Crooked Oak, but it's not getting enough traction to go ahead and stop the action. So in other words, the Falcons have got to get multiple stops, and they got to find a way to put that ball in the basket tonight. I mean, they have really struggled at getting that done.
Yeah, no, you're right, and I think it's again a defensive battle, and I'm calling it defensive battle because I'm looking at the point total, and I'm guessing. I mean, it would be really surprising if they break 60 tonight. In terms of scoring, because this has truly been this has been all about, honestly, efficiency.
Yeah,
Mo.
and it is. And this game is eerily similar to those who are watching this game tonight. And I know there's a lot of folks checking in on the Thunder tonight as well as they're taking on the Bucks in the Cup. But the game on Saturday night between Houston and the Thunder was a lot of what people call ugly basketball. But it was a defensive game overall in which the Thunder started putting together some things at the end of the second half, middle of the second half of that game, and started extending the lead. The Falcons are in that same position right now, but they can't find enough. Got to get enough stops on the defensive end to make it happen. So Hammonds is in the game now. And the Falcons playing man-to-man defense right now. Trey Martinez is back in the game, so that young man is back.
Yeah, we got a serious mismatch down in the low post right now.
So in the lane, they get the ball down to Dorsey. Dorsey turns
a bad mistake. No reason for Hammonds to come off of Dorsey at all. Just left him by himself under the basket.
Javier Richards now has it up on the left wing. Loses his dribble.
Yes,
and the ball's going to be knocked loose.
Turnover.
And a nice job there on the defensive end by Elijah Garcia, who forces the turnover out of Richards.
I mean, this is really a possession-by-possession game, Mo. I mean, it's all about, hey, who can have the best number of positive possessions.
And Jess gets across the timeline there and inside to Dorsey. And Dorsey gets it inside again.
They don't have a big in the game other than Hammonds. Hammonds is rotating away from Dorsey, leaving him there. They can't afford to keep doing that.
Dorsey has not been the factor in the game, but Dorsey is becoming a factor.
At the free throw line.
Van Beeren gets a shot.
Golly.
Makes the difficult shot in the lane.
Yeah, when he had the easy one before he moved.
30-26. Falcons extend pressure. Garcia is going to bring it across the timeline. Wide open three-point shot. No good that time.
Rebound Barrett, pushing it.
So Barrett into the lane, kicks it out. Van Buren up fakes. Javier Richards lines up the three.
In and out.
And it rims out. Jordan Hammond with the rebound.
He loses it.
Ball in the hands now of the Roughnecks, still with the 4-point margin.
Yep, high picker there, leaving Dorsey.
Ball in the hands now, going to swing it inside. Ball's going to be deflected, and this time they're going to catch Hammond defending the ball on Dorsey. Second team foul.
Goins in the game for Barrett.
I don't know what's going on, but Coach McCaskill's going to have to go get something else here.
Looks like hydrogen peroxide. There's some blood or something on a jersey.
So, again, the officials are communicating well on what the issue is. They want certain things cleaned up tonight. They want certain issues addressed. Ball in the hands of Garcia. He up fakes. Backs it up. Standing on the logo. 4-point margin. Falcons down. Garcia steady dribble. They're trying to get this ball worked around. And again, killing the clock. Slowing the pace of the game down. Coach McCaskill is loving this. Yep. And he's going to draw contact against Hammonds.
I was sitting there looking. It is a mismatch. Need to switch it right now. There you go. Hammond had no business being out there on Martinez.
So now doing work. So now Dorsey lines up above the circle. Inlet pass to Dorsey, not able to, but Richards stands on the end line. It will remain Roughneck basketball. Nice job by Richards, Javier Richards, getting
Yeah, they set up a back screen with a lob to get to Dorsey.
Hammonds comes out. Barrett comes in. Richards stepping out with a three-point shot by Garcia, and he knocks it down.
33-26.
And one of the biggest margins of the game, 6-point advantage. Ball's going to get knocked out. It will remain Falcon ball. But it gave way to a Elijah Garcia three-point shot.
It did. Left him sitting out there by himself.
So Van Beeren So Wilks gets it back in the backcourt. Ball shot by Van Beeren.
He's fouled. He's going to shoot two.
So he's going to go to the free throw line shooting two. Team foul situation now. Believe it or not, that is just the second team foul for the Roughnecks this quarter. Once again, Van Beeren at the free throw line. So far in the game, he's got 7.
Yeah.
Front rims that first one.
Man, I'm telling you, the stats are going to tell a story on this one.
So Van Beeren missing that first one. He's got to knock down the second one. Front rims the second one. Rebound pulled down by Crooked Oak. Bounce pass over to Morris, who's been quiet in the second half of this game. Bounce pass. Garcia is going to get called
by Goins. No, it's going to be Goins. He's
going to be called for the foul.
A foul, yeah.
Goins being called for the foul. That's team foul.
I think that's his third, right?
Goins' third foul, yes.
Yeah.
Trey Martinez now has it. Barrett stepping out on him. Ball on the left wing, bounce pass over. .112 to go.
Look at that.
And
oh wow, it was there. That read and react was there, and the Crooked Oak bench called a timeout, and it was there. But Mo, I mean, I can't help but to think that this style of play is exactly what you're gonna see in like area, regionals area, big house.
Yeah, and what it is not only, you said changing of offense, it's change of defensive philosophy, change of pace. In other words, every aspect of the game is being tested tonight. And really, tonight is just not a good shooting night overall, but we keep saying that word, efficiency. Crooked Oak is just being more efficient in that. The Falcons are not getting all the rebounds. They're not knocking down their free throws. They can't make the point-blank shots. I mean, if we're looking at that number right now, the second half of this game, the Falcons are 3 of 9, 33%. Crooked Oak on the second hand, 5 of 7, 71%.
Wow.
In the second half of this game. And interesting enough, 2 3-point attempts by Crooked Oak. Falcons only 2 3-point attempts as well. But again, we're not knocking ours down, and they are.
What's the free throw difference between the two?
In the game, Falcons 1 of 6, Crooked Oak 2 of 3.
Well, okay, 2 or 3, 66%.
Yeah, I know. But again, if the Falcons knock down more of the free throws, and the game, again, this is a 6-point game. So, I mean, so it's not about the quality. It's about whether you're knocking them down or not. Falcons look to be aggressive here, and Van Beeren's going to be called for the foul there.
Yeah, he came over his back.
So that's going to put Trey Martinez at the free throw line. So now,
you don't want that.
No, you really don't. Crooked Oak is an excellent free throw shooting team, especially from the guard positions. Now, you know this is real when Coach McCaskill's taking off his suit coat jacket, saying he's enjoying this one so much. He's like, hey, man, I don't need that jacket.
Take it to the cleaners.
Trey Martinez drains free throw number 1. 34-26. One more for Trey.
Coach McCaskill, he pulled his shirt out his pants and he's unbuttoning. He's just getting undressed down there on the sideline. He said, I got to get comfortable. I need to coach this thing.
36-25.
9-point advantage.
35-26, excuse me. I said it all wrong. So Javier Richards, Van Buren, Isaiah Wilks, Goins, and Barrett on the floor right now. Across the timeline goes Van Buren. Van Buren into the lanes, going to get stripped. The ball's going to get knocked loose, and it will remain Falcon basketball.
The Millwood bench is looking for a foul.
Yeah, they are. So the officials are saying.
They're looking on the floor.
Looking for a towel. So here's a towel. Again, get that moisture off the floor. So it's official now. Going to be dry. But Barrett is saying, hey, look, want to get all the slick spots off the floor. I need all the traction I can get. Roughnecks are in the double bonus now with 50 seconds to go, but the Falcons need a basket right now. Falcons find themselves down 9, their biggest margin of the night. Ball in the hands of Wilks. Wilks has not scored in the second half. Christopher Clay's back in the game, and this time they're going to catch Morris with the foul. Team foul number 2.
Falcons need to get to the free throw line.
So Morris comes out.
They need to get into the paint, and they need to get to the free throw line.
Ball in the hands now of Barrett. Barrett back to Clay. Clay over to Goins. Amari Barrett looks at the three, drives inside, kicks it over to Javier Richards, and they get an easy basket.
Yep. Attack. Get into the paint.
And that is the first player.
Throw it away. Turnover.
That's the first player not named Wilks, Barrett, and or Van Buren to score. Across the timeline. Goins inside to Javier Richards. Goins is going to get a blocking foul called against Trey Martinez. Their 4th team foul with 18 seconds on the clock. Falcons down 7.
Great opportunity right here to cut that lead again.
Wilks with 14 on the clock. Wilks lines up a 3 and rings it in. And a blocking foul going to be called and count the 3. So score it for Isaiah Wilks. So Clay comes out of the game
with the opportunity for a 4-point play.
Isaiah Wilks needs to knock this one down. As far as I'm concerned tonight,
he hasn't made a single free throw.
This is his first time at the free throw.
He misses.
Falcons down 4, 6 seconds on the clock. Dorsey in the lane, goes to the basket and scores against Javier Richards.
Yeah.
Dorsey with the power game inside.
Yeah, Javier Richards, he was not set. Got there just a little late.
So 1 second to go. Lead at 6, and Dorsey can push it back to 7. Richards comes out. Van Buren returns.
Minute 37 remaining in the third period.
So Trey Martinez comes out. Also, Imano Gomez checks in the game for Crooked Oak. Both teams in the double bonus. Dorsey, who's had a strong second half here, rims out, misses that free throw. And as time expires, the Falcons find themselves down 6, 37-31. You're listening to Millwood Falcon boys Varsity Boys Basketball, sponsored by SSM at St. Anthony, and of course, the Millwood and Richmond Foundation. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter of tonight's action. The Falcons were outscored 15-12 in the fourth. The Falcons are going to have to mount some stops to get back in this game. They're going to have to mount some offense and some more easy baskets on the inside. Now, it's likely that one player can get hot, but we're going to have to watch all facets of the game. Dorsey's got his game going. The first half, Gary, it was all Morris.
Yep.
So we're going to have to continue. Crooked Oak is going to make the smart basketball play.
Like the old timers say, hey, it's time to count your money, man. Okay, you're in the fourth period, 8 minutes remaining in this game. We haven't been very efficient in our possessions. We haven't been very good with our shot selection, even though we've been able to make some great shots at times to keep us in it. But it's something that we have to be mindful of is that we got to make sure that we take our time. That's the difference here. We can't be in a hurry, and that's exactly what Crooked Oak is doing right now. They're taking their time offensively.
It's going to be a 5-second call called against Crooked Oak.
They just needed to advance the basketball instead of dancing around from right to left.
No, ball in the hands.
Man.
Isaiah Wilson has it. Spin move.
Isaiah Wilks now.
Going to throw it to the outside. Goings for three.
Misses.
Can't get it to fall. Rebounds by Dorsey.
That's exactly what I mean, right? Should have rotated the ball. If they need to be attacking, they need to get into the paint. They need to get to the free throw line. They need to manage the clock in this thing.
And going for the strip is going to be a jump ball situation.
Yeah, it is.
And it will be Falcon basketball.
Great job by Wilson. Recognizing that loose ball, got his hand in there, tied it up. Possession Falcons, but you got to convert on these possessions.
So as it stands right now, 6-point game, 7:12 to go. The Falcons have got to find a way.
Got to be patient. You got to work the ball around. Don't be in a hurry.
Ball in the hands now of Isaiah Wilson. To the corner to Van Buren. Amari Barrett up fakes, tries to drive
too long
inside.
to make us mine.
Isaiah Wilks for three.
37-34.
Knocks it down off the Isaiah Wilson assist, and it's a 3-point game.
Loose ball.
Falcon defense is starting to have an effect on the Crooked Oak offense here.
Oh, he drug his foot. There it is.
Going to be a turnover.
He did. He drug his 6:35, 37-34. Crooked Oak leads. Falcons are fighting their way back in this one. The question I have, Mo, is do the Falcons have the ability to not just fight their way back, but overcome Crooked Oak and then get a significant lead?
Because you got to understand, Crooked Oak has been playing smart ball.
Yes, they have.
Got to see what they do.
Nice move by Barrett.
Drives to the basket. He can't get it to foul.
He does.
He draws
That's smart move.
Dorsey.
That's what you want. The possession before, ball went into the high post to Barrett. Barrett hesitated. Then he ended up with the triple team. This time he gets the ball into the high post. He immediately puts it on the floor, goes left, draws the foul.
So Barrett shoots the free throw.
Makes the first one.
Barrett now in double digits, joins Isaiah Wilks with 16.
37-35 Falcons lead. Falcons, Roughnecks lead.
Yeah, 2-point margin.
Yep, 2-point margin. Opportunity here to
make it a one-point game.
That's right.
Can Barrett knock it down?
He
Yes,
does.
he does.
Nothing but net.
1-point margin. Hasn't been this close since the opening minutes of the opening period of this game. Morris, who has not scored in the second half of this game, has been quiet.
They got their switch.
And he drives inside the lane and he scores.
There he goes. Big time move. Big time move by Morris.
39-36.
Up pressure.
Ball's going to get knocked loose. And the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it will be Crooked Oak ball. Falcons got loose with the ball there.
Yep. As soon as Wilson stepped across the half-court line, he ran right into a trap.
So now to inbound the ball will be Elijah Garcia. Garcia throws it in. Trey Martinez tracks it down. Goins covering him. Goins still smothering him. Trying to draw that 10-second call.
Nope,
Ball's knocked loose. Goins knocks that out.
Nope.
Ball's in the backcourt.
What?
Are they going to call a foul?
They're
Who's
going to
the
call a foul on Wilks. That ball was a loose ball.
Yes,
They called a foul. That was not a good call. That was not a good call. The ball was loose. Wilks dove for the ball. The Crooked Oak player fell on top of him.
So Coach Williams is asking for an explanation. So now Coach Williams is saying the exact same thing if you're reading his lips.
Yeah.
He's saying that
no one had possession of the ball.
So the ball is inbounded. Garcia now has it. Correction, that's Jordan Martinez. Trey Martinez across the
timeline. He walked with it.
Ball in the hands now. Driving to the lane, goes Garcia to the basket.
Rims
he can't
out.
get it to fall. Barrett gets the rebound.
Yep.
And they're going to get a foul.
They're going to get a foul on Dorsey. Yep.
Team foul number 2. Millwood has one in the quarter, 5:29 left to go. It's a 3-point game with 5:29 to go. Tonight's game being brought to you by Super Prep, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, SSM Health at St. Anthony, and the Millwood and Richmond Foundation.
Full court press.
Ball in the hands. Isaiah Wilson across the top line. Pulls up
at the
with
elbow.
Jump shot is no
out.
good. And the ball's going to be knocked out by Morris.
Millwood possession.
So a full timeout's being called here by the Falcons with 5:19 to go. So Gary, in the quarter, the Falcons have outscored Crooked Oak 5-2. And somehow, some way, looking at the second half of this game, in the third quarter, the Falcons shot 5 of 11, 45%. 1 of 5 from the free throw line, 20%. In the fourth, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 on field goals overall, and 1 of 2 from 3, 50%. So again, the odds are, first of all, the hot scorer that you have in the game is Barrett or Van Beeren on the block. Isaiah Wilks can knock down that shot if he's got to look wide open. He's proven that he can do that. But the Falcons have got to answer your question that you said earlier. Do they have enough to tie the game, let alone establish a lead that puts Crooked Oak on the other side of the pressure meter? Right now, Crooked Oak, when it gets under 3, watch them go into stall ball. And force the Falcons to put them on the free throw line. And we'll be here 30 minutes while they shoot free throws. Trying to get this.
They will drag this game out, right? I mean, that's the advantage of playing high school ball with no shot clock.
You know, are you still a proponent of no shot clock in high school ball?
Since I've been calling these games with you, I think adding a shot clock would make it real interesting.
All right, ball in the hands of Van Beeren, who hands off to Isaiah Wilson.
These games would get over with a lot quicker.
Ball in the hands of Goins, now inside to Barrett. Barrett up fakes, draws inside on Dorsey, turns and spins, shot no good. Ball controlled and rebound by Garcia.
Foul.
And Barrett gets a rebound and he gets the foul. He didn't have to do that.
Yep, he didn't have to.
And the danger here, Gary, is now that you picked up your second team foul,
right?
You don't want to put yourself in that position. You're going to need those fouls when this game gets when the time starts to run down a little bit more. So Trey Martinez and Coach McCaskill calls a timeout while Trey Martinez was trapped. So 39-36, 4:50 to go in this contest. So, you know, you said since we've been calling the games would go faster. You know, but in a game like this, it forces possessions.
It does.
And it forces you to be better than at just one side. You know, we
you
talk
can't play stall ball.
You can't play stall ball, you know, and I'm sure the folks at Douglas understand that when they've been playing Weatherford, where you got a team that constantly scores, and Weatherford's okay with 5 possessions in the first half.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
That's what happens, though, when you get into some of these small towns and when you start getting, even at the big house, you start seeing point totals just start coming down. And the reason why is because it's about possessions. It's about playing it smart. It's about not shooting yourself out of a game. It's about getting to the free throw line and making sure you make them. I mean, I heard you read the free throw stat, you know, for this game, and I just was like, oh my God, for the Falcons,
3 of 9.
Yeah, I'm
like,
Oak,
4 of 6.
That's bad. 3 of 9 is 30. What is that? 33%?
Yeah, it's 33%.
Golly, that's terrible from the free throw line.
But you got to shoot at a higher rate. Again, when you're down 3 in the game and you've missed 6 free throws, that's a factor.
It is a factor.
Back to live action. Trey Martinez being covered by Isaiah Wilson. Bounce pass inside and he
wide.
Led Dorsey too far. Turnover. Yep. So the Falcons will get another possession here. 4:38 to go. Now they've got to execute on the offensive end. Isaiah Wilson's going to throw it in. Ball in the hands of Goins. They got to get across the timeline. Goins bounce pass up to Barrett.
He should have attacked.
Goins now has it.
Still can attack. You got the big man in the elbow right there.
Goins looks at it. Wide open 3-point shot for Barrett. And he buries it from the corner.
39-39 now. Will it?
Off the assist by Goins.
It should be 39-30. Okay, there we go.
All tied up at 39. The game is tied. Do the Falcons have
Barrett
the defense to
needs to watch his hands.
Bounce pass inside to Morris. Morris in the lane. Doesn't get the first shot and draws a contact against Barrett. He's going to go to the free throw line shooting 2. Coach Williams is incensed. He thought there was traveling on the play.
Yeah, Barrett came through thinking rebound. Comes down, bodies up. Morris is going to the line. This is what I mean, right? Do the Falcons have that ability when they tie the game up? Can they take the lead and put some distance there? Flip the pressure, right? They've been playing from behind the entire game, right, Mo?
So Morris knocks down 1 of 2 prior to the timeout. The Falcons call time, but Coach Williams really wanted the timeout to talk to the official about the perception of what the walks are, the contact in the lane. You know, he's trying to vote his case, and the officials are still trying to sort this thing out. But when it's all said and done, it is a 40-39 game. No matter what happens on the free throw here by Morris, Jamel Morris, he's proven that he'll have the clutch gene.
Yeah.
And to me, between him and Trey Martinez, has been a very, I want to say, very good ball handler. So you've got all the tools you need if you're at Crooked Oak to cash this thing on in. Can the Falcons make them uncomfortable enough? And as you say, stop them on the possession, flip it, make them have to come down and knock down a shot to stay in.
Yep.
I mean, can you flip the pressure? 3:58 left to go in this game. Can the Falcons do it? If they do it, they've got an excellent chance to win.
That's right.
Isaiah Wilks with 16 points, Amari Barrett with 14, Van Beeren with 7. Front rims. Rebound pulled down by Barrett.
Right into the trap.
Into the corner. Goins for 3.
Brings it.
And the Falcons are starting
take a
to
lead.
get
Up by 2 now.
a little bit of that juju
they don't need a
that
foul.
they missed. Falcons up by 2, have not led in this game. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It will be Crooked Oak ball.
Yeah, it's going to stay with Crooked Oak. 3:37 remaining.
The Falcons had to work hard, climb the mountain to get back in this game. Crooked Oak has been sensational in this game. Trey Martinez is going to throw it in. Gets it back up top.
They're going to try to get it to the big man.
To Jordan Martinez inside.
There it is, going
Ball,
to the big man. He
ball tipped off the hands off Dorsey.
Yep, went off of Dorsey.
42-40, and that really was a bad angle.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, a bad angle. But if you're a Falcon fan, you love it. But as a person commentating the game, if you
timeout, Falcons.
So again, timeout being called here, and Coach Williams.
They want a press breaker on this one.
And so they were asking about that. Again, Coach Williams not happy about a lot of how. Again, he's calling more timeouts right now to address the officials than I think it is about coaching, because he wants to get an understanding of what they're looking at. But the Falcons have climbed the mountain, Gary, and got on top.
Yep.
2 points is not the case here. They came off the turnover here with the 2-point advantage now. Now they got to come down here. The most important thing is to get some points.
Yes.
I'm not interested in the 3 necessarily. I'm not interested in the 2 necessarily. But if we get to the free throw line, got to knock them down.
Yep.
We got to come away with
something. We got to get something. You know, you can't just keep going to the well and just walking away with nothing.
So staying with the same lineup: Van Beeren, Barrett, Wilks, Wilson, and Goins. Barrett across the timeline now. Into the lane.
Shot right there.
Dumps it down low to Van Beeren.
Rims out.
And he draws contact.
He does draw contact. All right.
So team foul number 4. So here's the thing, Van Beeren. Van Beeren on the day. 0 for 2 at the free throw line. He can change that now. So the officials are checking something at the scorer's table here. Van Beeren trying to knock it down. Rims the first one. He's been flat.
He's been hitting that rim, you know,
which means he's not, as you say, not getting up on his toes.
No, he's not. He really needs to follow through.
But this is an important free throw here.
Yeah, he needs to use his legs a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. And he's on target. He's just hitting the front rim.
Van Beeren gets up on the toes, knocks it down. Falcons lead by 3, their biggest lead of the game. Crooked Oak can tie. Ball's trying to get in the hands of Dorsey. Wilks with the steal. Wilks inside to Barrett. Barrett drops the biscuit in the basket off the Isaiah Wilks assist. Falcons extend their lead to 5. Morris drives inside on Wilson. They throw the ball back outside to Martinez. And the ball thrown away.
Yep.
Jordan Martinez put too much pepper on it. And Dorian Williams howls at the moon tonight. 45-42, 50 to go. So Dorsey comes out. So now entering back the game is Jaden Dixon. Now the game changes now because the need to get the ball in the post is no longer the factor now, Gary. The Falcons have got to recognize
They
it.
need to get their butt across half court.
Wilks into the lane.
He got fouled.
Draws contact.
Yep.
It's going to be against Trey Martinez. Team foul number 4. Falcons attack again. They'll be at the free throw line for the rest of the game. Van Beeren to inbound. Isaiah Wilks, catch and shoot!
Oh, deep.
From the corner! Off the Barrett assist.
48-40, Falcons lead.
The Falcons up by 8.
Now the pressure is starting to set in.
Now into the corner. Fields bounce pass to Morris. Morris looks at the 3, can't find any airspace, unloads it to Jordan Martinez. Martinez fires a 3.
Rims
Can't
out.
get it to fall.
Rebound Wilks. Up. They got numbers 2-on-1.
Inside.
The ball was kicked. Yep.
And Goins should have pulled up for the mid-range. Dorian Williams is asking him, why are you trying to do the fancy pass?
Right. You should have pulled up for the mid-range. Again, it's a lost start. Mid-range is a lost start. I'm going to say it until somebody starts hitting those mid-range jumpers.
So out of the game comes not Jaden Dixon, goes Jordan Martinez. And into the game comes Imano Gomez. Barrett's tying his shoe. And he's set. Goins to inbound.
Get it in. Get it in.
Timeout. And again, Dorian Williams not happy about the timeout being used.
Yeah, but again,
you don't want the turnover.
On the inbounds play, no one was open.
So miscommunication on and execution on that inbound play there. So now everybody's got to understand what they need to do here. So the Falcons, if I'm not mistaken, that is their last timeout. If I notice what the official said here, he said that Crooked Oak has 2. So that's an important factor here. The foul situation, 4 team fouls for Crooked Oak, 3 team fouls for the Falcons. So a lot of good things going on from that standpoint. But if you're the Falcons, you've got to attack, draw that foul to put it in favor. Now, do you really want them to do that, Gary? I say that, but the Falcons have not been very good at the free throw line. But would you like this to take free throws here in this game situation? I mean, you're up 8. I mean, it sounds stupid me saying it.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Come on, Coach.
Man, I don't know.
Come on, Coach.
Yeah.
So in this case, you got to attack. That's what you do. You don't settle for a shot. So Barrett and
what was the call? They call a push on Barrett. Wow. Wow.
So Barrett's being called for the foul. So 4 team fouls.
He got called for the push on the inbounds play. He must have tried to separate himself.
So the ball will have to be re-brought in. Or re-inbounded, excuse me.
Number 3, they're saying he might have 5 fouls. No, 2. 2-5. What is?
Well, there's not a 2-5 on the floor. So in other words, they're saying the foul count is wrong, which I don't quite understand. Because it's 4 team fouls. That was the 4th. The Falcons had 3. I had 3 team fouls going into that play. He changed it to 4. So the officials are going to explain to both coaches what's going on. But the ball is going to be inbounded, but it's the 4th foul. So one of the officials must have thought that was the 5th foul.
Okay.
So free throws coming for Crooked Oak. To work now. Trey Martinez throws it over to Elijah Garcia. Martinez across the timeline with 2:02 to go. Martinez fires up a 3.
Rims out.
Shot no good. Rebound by Fields.
Up. Barrett needs to be careful.
In the lane.
Beeren goes.
And Van Buren's going to be called for the foul there.
He's going to be shooting 2.
So now to the free throw line shooting 2 as that's team foul number 5. Will go there is Kellen Fields. As the Roughnecks are now in the double bonus. Fields, the lefty, fires up his first free throw. He misses it.
Rims out. Wilks
misses
rebounds,
the second one.
but there's a foul. It's going to be on Trey Martinez. Yep.
So Trey Martinez just picks up his foul. Team foul number 5. So back to the free throw line with 1:49 to go. So Wilks, who has a game high 19 points, is looking for another 20-piece. And he misses.
Yep. 7 in for Crooked Oak. Jorge Riora. Or George.
And Wilks knocks down the second one, extend the Falcons to a 9-point advantage now. Morris is going to bring the ball up, comes across the timeline now. Crooked Oak needs baskets, Falcons need stops. 1:41 to go in the lane. One shot attempt, ball in the
backcourt.
Goins gets it to the basket.
Converts.
He gets the throwaway.
51-40, Falcons up by 11.
Ball in the hands. And Isaiah went up to block the shot.
Yeah.
And he takes a hard foul. Think he's going to be okay. But a beautiful up fake by Elijah Garcia.
Yeah, he should have stayed on the ground. He should have, instead of leaving his feet, he should have just closed out on him with his hands up.
So Isaiah Wilks pops up with a smile on his face.
Yeah, coach telling him, hey man, if you're all right, just get up. Don't be laying there. Have everybody thinking you hurt. We running down there to see about you.
Well, remember, Isaiah Wilks is coming off a back injury last year.
I know, but
so but he shouldn't have left his feet in that situation.
No.
In other words, that shot did not determine whether you win or lose the game.
No.
Stay on the ground.
Yeah.
In other words,
just
you can still foul. Close out.
Just close out with your feet, with your hands up. That's it.
So because he was hurt, so they're making Isaiah Wilks sub out.
That was stoppage of play, yeah.
It'll only be a breather, folks. But again, Wilks went for the all-star block. And that first free throw is good.
(51-41) Falcons lead, minute 19 remaining in the game.
Back to a 10-point margin as it stands right now. One more shot coming. He knocks them both down. 42-51.
Intentional foul.
So whose foul is that?
Yeah, it's going to be Morris. He fouled Barrett intentionally.
So Morris has just fouled out of the game. So Barrett back to the free throw line. And they front rims that one. Knocks down the second one. Back to a 10-point margin. Clay comes out. Wilks returns. 1:16 to go. Fields is going to get it in. Fields across the timeline now. Deep three-point shot. Around and down it falls for Jordan Martinez.
Laying up. Yep. Side. Call timeout.
So the lead knocked down to 7, a full timeout. And remember, the Falcons do not have any. So it looks like that. Full timeout, so it looks like they have one timeout left. So, Gary, 1:01 to go. The Falcons, basically in this situation, just knock down the shots, hold them to one opportunity, make or miss, then come back on the other end and then do what you know you need to do, and that's keep the ball away from them and try to execute, take some more time off the clock. That's the part you want to get to.
Right.
But at the same point in time, Crooked Oak's got to feel pretty good. Well, if I foul them, I'll spot 1 for 2 and continue to take down the margin.
Yep.
Because, again, both teams are in the double bonus.
Yep. And that's a really good strategy if you got the fouls to give. You know, without depleting your talent, your starting lineup.
So going to work now. Ball in the hands of Barrett. Back to Goins. And Goins is going to be fouled immediately by Gomez. Or Goins going to the free throw line, excuse me. Goins needs to knock these down. Nice soft touch off the front rim and down. Goins with one more. Knocks down the second one. Leads back up to 9. Tremendous job. Goins checks out of the game. And Christopher Clay comes in.
54-45, Falcons leading.
Across the timeline now. Ball's going to be deflected. Christopher Clay comes away with the steal. And Barrett's going to be fouled in the backcourt. Foul's going to be called by Beltran.
Yep. Felipe.
So Barrett going to the free throw line can push it back to a double-digit lead now. First shot by Barrett is good. Falcons up by 10. Can make it an 11-point margin. Knocking it down. Great job. So now Isaiah Wilson comes out. And Braylon Goins returns. Across the timeline goes Garcia. Into the lane. No need to foul. And they give a basket to Elijah Garcia, who scores it. Contact by Jordan Martinez. Into the free throw line goes Isaiah Wilks. Wilks has a 20-piece on the night.
What did I say at halftime? That neither team would break 60?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. See if I'm right. 31 seconds remaining in the game. Millwood has 57 points. They're leading 57-47 right now over the Roughnecks of Crooked Oak. As the Crooked Oak fans begin to leave the game, and 58
lead back
points.
up to 11.
Yep.
Isaiah Wilks checks out of the game. Isaiah Wilson comes in. Isaiah Wilks leaves with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Cross court over to Garcia. Garcia trapped, and the ball's going to be stolen by Goins. Goins going to be fouled with 19 seconds on the clock.
Right. You're down by 11. I guess I'm going to lose my Vegas money, huh?
If Goins chooses to be reliable.
Yes. If he, well, they got to go over 60. He hit that one. That's 59.
Well, you trying to get it to push status.
Well, yeah, he's got to get over 60. It's the second one. 60. Let's see what happens.
So Wilson comes out. Wilks comes back in. 17 seconds on the clock. Falcons just harassing. Garcia, shot is blocked by Wilks. 9 seconds.
Up.
Jordan Martinez into the lane. Difficult shot. Can't get the ball.
Van Beeren.
Van Beeren.
Yep, they didn't score over 60. They scored 60, but not over 60. Well, I tell you what, the old legend himself, Coach Wood, said that they wouldn't score over 60.
Yeah, you said that.
And they scored 60 exactly. I said, but I won. They didn't go over 60.
Oh, yeah, no, there's still time.
How much time is left? Oh, my God, they're going to put Van Beeren on the line.
You thought you was home free, didn't you?
No! Man, now Van Beeren ain't made a free throw all night, right?
If I'm not mistaken, that is the correct.
He hadn't made a single one. Now, the guy who hadn't made a free throw all night is going to bust my streak. He's going to hit these.
Oh, yeah, you just knew, didn't you?
I thought I was going home with the double victory. Man, with 1 second left in the game, they actually fouled him down there. That was the perfect time for a no call.
That's what you were hoping for. Van Beeren knocks him down.
Man. And then Clay's going to get to the free throw line and get him a shot.
Oh yeah.
What is this?
It just keeps going.
Was it a tech? And he misses his. Okay.
Yeah, so a foul with 1 second left on the clock. And then one of them was a technical foul. And he misses both of those. See, yeah, exactly.
Oh, my God.
So now it's officially going to be.
And then you have a second.
Should be Millwood ball with a second left. And that is the final sound of the clock. The score, 62-47, does not truly tell the story of this game. Crooked Oak, Class 3A, number 3, we will see them again.
Yep.
And Coach McCaskill is going to have to go back and look at the tape and see that the identity of his team changed in the second half of this game, while Millwood engaged their true identity in the game. Their defense led them, and it ended up being a Falcon onslaught in the second half of this game, Gary, overall. Your overall thoughts?
No, I thought the Falcons defensively forced turnovers, did what they needed to do. Wilks and Barrett led the way. Wilks hitting three-point shots at the right time in the game, turning on some offense, was able to bust through, right? They had been trailing all game. They were able to actually tie it and then take the game over and extend their lead. But I'm interested in seeing the numbers because, again, I think, you know, the question becomes, how do we, as a program, get sharper? This is the first time I think that, you know, the Falcons have run up against this style of play, which is what they're going to see, right, as we begin to start the road to the big house. So This is something that the Falcons need to adjust to, a game of efficiency, a game of being good at the free throw line, making possessions count. Those are the things that they have to continue to hone and get better at if they want to win a state championship this year.
So before I get to this, let me just talk about the second half of this game. The stats for the Falcons are just second half. This is not total game.
Right.
The Falcons ended up shooting 11 for 20 in the second half of the game, 55%.
Yep.
6 of 12 from twos, 50%. 5 of 8 from three, 63%. So the offense that was not there in the first half of the game showed up in the second half of the game.
Right.
Free throws, the Falcons got to the free throw line in the second half of this game. Second half, 25 times.
Wow.
16 to 25, 64% is not pretty.
That's not bad, though.
But better than what you got. So when we look at the total game statistics now, Gary, the Falcons ended up shooting 19 of 42 in the game, 45%, 11 of 26, 42%, 8 of 16, 50%. This is where the 50% from three is how they mounted the comeback and was able to sustain it.
Yeah.
But the second half numbers tell the better story than the total numbers in the game itself.
Yeah.
So when you start looking at the complete statistics from the teams itself, that's really where it went down. In fact, let me take a look at one more thing. Second half, Crooked Oak. If I read you these numbers, you'd say, well, that ain't bad, Mo. They shot 9 of 15 in the second half, 60%.
Yeah.
7 of 9 from 2, 78%. 2 of 6 from 3, 33%.
That ain't bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
The problem is it's the amount of shots they took.
No.
So they took 19 shots in the first half and then 15 in the second half.
Yeah.
And so that's really what it came down to. So what does that mean? That also means that the rebound numbers have to be different.
Yeah.
8 rebounds for Crooked Oak in the second half of this game. The Falcons had 9. So that doesn't really tell you. So it really comes down to that E word that we used all night long.
Yeah.
Efficiency. The Falcons were not offensively efficient all game until the third and the fourth quarter of this game, and that really is the difference. Because Crooked Oak did not execute down the stretch, it opened the door. Jamel Morris, who had a monster first half, was church mouse quiet in the second half.
Yeah. Well, Dorsy came alive.
Dorsy came alive.
Yeah.
And then they started forcing the ball to Dorsey.
Turnovers.
And led to turnovers, would open up the game. So let me look at that. 6 turnovers for Millwood, 12 turnovers for them in the second half of this game. Yeah. So that's where the numbers truly lie in terms of what happened and what caused, the points to really look differently. So in the game itself, you got Isaiah Wilks finishing the game with 22 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Amari Barrett's line, 19 points, 11 rebounds,
double-double,
4 assists, 2 blocks in this game. Braylon Goins, quiet but deadly is what he was. The Going man was. 9 points, 1 assist, 2 steals in the contest overall. Then you've got Javier Richards, who scored 2, but that 2 was very important. Isaiah Wilson had 1 assist, 1 rebound in the game. Josiah Mays had a defensive rebound in the game. But Jonathan Van Buren had 10 points, 1 rebound, what I'm kind of surprised at, but 3 steals in the game overall. So that is the extent of the contribution from the Falcons tonight. But you had to have basically a great performance by Isaiah Wilks tonight to get it done overall in the contest. And you also needed a strong performance by Amari Barrett to seal the deal at the end of the game.
And that's exactly what you got. Wilks just came on and started hitting 3 balls. That's what ran his point total 20+. But, man, at the same time, who's rebounding for the Falcons, right? Who's getting buckets? That 19 and 10? Is that what Barrett had?
Yeah, 19 and 11.
19 and 11, and what did Wilks have?
He had 22 and 3 in terms of rebounds.
Yeah, well, what about assists?
Assist, Isaiah Wilks had 3, Barrett had 4.
Yeah, and what about steals?
So steals, comparatively speaking, Isaiah Wilks had 1 steal.
What about Barrett?
None. Not on steal. blocks, that's where Barrett has it, 2 blocks.
Okay.
To Isaiah Wilks 1.
Yeah.
So, but again, this team is going to have to be about. You can't just be a one-category player.
No, but those two guys together is what lifted the Falcons, tonight.
Right.
And they've been, and when you don't have Barrett or Wilks firing on all cylinders, this team struggles.
So Gary, who's the player of the game?
Amari Barrett.
Amari Barrett is the player of the game tonight.
Yep.
19 points, 4 assists, 11 rebounds, 2 blocks in this game.
Mr. Double-Double.
So that's going to wrap up our 2024 portion of Millwood Falcon basketball. The Falcons, our next broadcast, Gary's going to have to be in town for that one. It's Soul Bowl as Douglas
Millwood,
and Douglas.
When is that game?
January 3rd.
January 3rd.
Will be our next Millwood Falcon broadcast.
I think I might be around for that.
Oh, I think you might be for that one. Of course you will be. I don't know why you.
I got to look at my manager.
I don't know why he even said
Am
that.
I going to be around for that?
So
okay.
Merry Christmas to everybody. I want to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest, SSM Health at St. Anthony, of course, the Millwood and Richmond Foundation, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Super Prep, and, of course, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. He's Gary Woods.
Yep.
I'm Maurice Prince. Guys, have a very Merry Christmas. Be safe and have a Happy New Year. We'll see you for Falcon basketball. The first top of the year, I think it's January 3rd, Millwood and Douglas. Woo. You don't want to miss out on that
Barn burner.
One. Hey,